very big on
Please, did your mum have a trunk box too? And she'll lift it up. I was brought up in South London, so I think my mum even knew it was more important to instill that femininity in us, because changed my branding because I felt like there were some bad memories and connotations with my name. I just couldn't believe that somebody I thought was my person could do something like that to me, and then I'm the last to know.
Is being an adult woman just being on an endless diet?
57 kg has gone and I'm just a different person. Yeah, so like
Hi guys, welcome to the Mo Chunk Show, where we inspire and educate you to live well and thrive in your faith, career and relationships. And we have a fantastic guest in the building today. It's Seiko.
Hey guys.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing.
You look so beautiful.
Thank you.
You are beautiful and you look so gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
When I knew that Seiko was coming, I was like, Seiko is going to bring her A game. Me too. I better go and highlight and contour very well, because this girl right here is the definition of like a femininity, graciousness and beauty, and just making everything look so gorgeous, prim, proper and put together. Like, you inspire me in that regard. So you're doing really, really fantastic.
It's lovely to see you after all these years.
I know. Remember when we were in...
The last time I saw you was in my mum's house. So that was years ago.
Yeah. And you gave me so much. I remember you gave me so many lashes.
And then lashes. And then you was on like such a fitness journey, and I said, okay, let's make something healthy. Yeah, it was nice.
Oh my gosh, you have a good memory.
Yeah, I don't forget anything. So don't do anything. I'll remember.
She's wanting me. She's gonna remember. Thank you for joining me on the show today. How's your week been?
My week has been amazing. I want to say I had an amazing March.
Amazing.
I'm about to post like my vlog for March. It was so fun. It's just been go, 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 and very much my slogan now is the show must go on. So it's been amazing, and this past week's been good too. So no complaints really. What about you?
Mine's been really good. What have I been up to this week? Recently started a new job.
Amazing.
So
congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm like learning to like balance and juggle, and like it's a new thing. Exactly. So like there's the exhaustion as well, but bit by bit let's egg work-life balance, and even work creativity, work balance, and trying to find that sweet spots.
Okay.
But that's been me this week. So how the show goes, we have a segment called ChitChatWithMo, where we have like a little debate, and then we go into something called BestIn, which is like our favorite things from the last week or so. Okay. And then we go into DeeperWithMo, where we get to know you a bit more.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay. So my chit chat with Mo for the week is a question for you and also for the audience as well. Might be a bit of a sticky one.
Oh, go on.
I was thinking, I didn't know what to ask you in terms of chit chat with Mo, because I know that we're going to get into like a lot in deeper with Mo.
Yeah, definitely.
So just tell me what you think about these two.
Okay.
The first question I could ask is like, what do you feel like is the biggest thing that holds us back as Black people?
Okay.
And then since you're like the epitome of like femininity, maybe we could ask
that
about
is such
like,
a lovely title. People say that to me a lot, and I've only realized like now that I am very into my femininity, but that's such a nice thing to say.
Okay, maybe we can debate that then in terms of like Black women and femininity.
Yeah.
Do you feel
I've
like
got a lot to say about that.
Do you feel like it's something that we're kind of afforded when we're growing up? Because like in my journey in terms of femininity, I realized in retrospect that I wasn't given the grace and the chance to kind of learn femininity.
Oh yeah,
yeah. As a Black woman, yeah. So what are your thoughts? I don't even know what the question is, but that's just...
No, I understand exactly what you're trying to say. So my thoughts on that are like, so like my mum is like a really, really like classy lady. She's very conservative. She's very posh. She's very like, her name's Elizabeth, so that says it all. But she's very like stand when you're walking, walk with your head high, suck in your stomach, wear that waist trainer, put yourself together. So I was brought up on those like values. You must look good before you go out. Even if you've had a shower in the morning, have another shower. What you wear, like I was wearing 2-piece suits when I was like 10 or 11 because my mum just thought that was how we should be, like, you know, perceived, or how people should see us when we go out. So my mum basically trained me in that way, that to be quite feminine. Also, even like the way that I talk, the things that I do and some things that I won't do. Like there's just, I'm very, very free person and I don't judge, but there's just some things I can't do because of how I was brought up. So in terms of femininity, with Black women, I feel like it depends on how you were brought up, where, and the circumstances, and not in a negative way, just the circumstances. Like, for instance, I was brought up in South London, so I think my mum even knew it was more important to instill that femininity in us because a lot of people around me were tomboys, didn't really care, they were scruffy at school, you know, even secondary school, I went to a girls' school, so I was even more conscious as a girl that, oh, I need to look this way, I need to be this way, I need to be that way. So my mum just basically let us know that, you know, you need to represent us, like our family, and this is how you need to be. And it's good and bad because I used to be very conscious of like my appearance all the time, even like your body odor, the way you smell, your oral health, everything. Even when I went to boarding school in Nigeria, my mum put me in
that's a journey and a half.
Yeah, my mum put me in etiquette class, so I know how to eat at a dining table. When you sit at a dinner, your bag should really not be on the table, girls. It should be behind you. You sit with the you sit with your hand. Like there's just so many little things, you know, that I learned along the way. So. Yeah, I just feel like when you're in touch with your femininity, you just ooze this kind of like sensuality. And I'm a Christian, so I don't want people to be attracting the wrong people or giving out a sexual nature, because I don't believe in that. But you ooze this female energy that actually attracts people to you in a good way. Like even children, a lot of children are drawn to me naturally because I think they can see it.
Like the nurturing vibe.
Yeah, so that's part of it as well. Even like in primary school, year 3, I remember my mum's in parents' evening, they said to my mum that, Gabriella, you know, she's the mother hen. Like, how can you be a mother hen in year 3? Because I used to like boss everyone around, tell everyone what to do, tell people off. Like, because I already was being trained and kind of like brought up in that way to be a mother. And also it's part and parcel of being Igbo. We're basically born to be wives, to look after our family, take care of the home, cleaning, cooking, everything. So it's just, that's the way I was brought up. So that's where it comes from, really. And then as I grew up, I started reading into things, watching stuff online about femininity, how you dress. I used to dress, like, I won't say that I used to dress anyhow, but like, I used to wear whatever I would see online. But now when I think of an event, like for instance, today I'm going to a dinner / business launch. So I was like, what do I wear? Like, there's a color scheme, but what do I wear? I want to look respectable, but still flirty, still cute, you know, and like, I just think about my look before I even step out of the house. So that's even part of femininity. And a lot of people do compliment me about what I wear and stuff like
Honestly,
that.
anytime I see your posts, I'm like, hey, Seiko.
Yeah, I love fashion so much. Like, I actually wanted to be a fashion designer. That was my first dream. But I don't know what happened. But I will get into fashion. You can pick it up anytime. Definitely,
honestly.
You
know, there's some dreams that sometimes
it's later
you just put it. Later on in your, like, you're a bit older.
Exactly.
You're a bit more reserved.
You've done
you're bored now. You're like, oh, what can I do? And you're like, okay, let me just do this.
Exactly.
Even put your grandchildren's name on it.
Exactly. That doesn't have to be my name. Yeah. So I think I answered that as well as I could.
Like, I feel like for me, like, opposite in terms of your mom encouraged that femininity side of, I think my mom encouraged like the fashion side of me.
Lovely.
So like growing up, like I always used to see my mom, she's like a socialite, going to like parties, Ashwebi. So I'm very big on Ashwebi.
Did your mom have a trunk box too? And she'll lift it up.
A whole room.
She'll lift it up before the party, the night before.
Different colours. So in terms of like fashion, I would say so. Like when I was younger, actually, I didn't think I was good looking. So I used to say that to my mom all the time. I say, "Oh, like I'm not fine." You know, like how we talk in Nigeria. You say, "I'm not fine." I'm not fine. Come on, so my mom, you know, she'd always like try to encourage me, like you are beautiful. But I wouldn't believe her. And then one day, I think she kind of gave up. And she said, okay, let me try something else. So she said to me, okay, if you think you're not beautiful facially, okay, I think you are. But if you think that, I'm not going to dispute that anymore because it's like it's not working. Yeah. She now said, let me encourage you in another department. There's something that no matter how beautiful or ugly you are, there's something that nobody can beat you in if you work on it. And that's fashion. That's style.
It's true. I'm sorry, I agree with that 1,000,000%.
Style. And it was like something was sparked in me. Like, it's so true. Like when you put yourself together and you put looks together and everything.
I'm sorry to interject, but there are really beautiful women and handsome men that can't dress to save their life. And it's -10. And then there's people that are just, okay, standard beauty, normal. Not, I'm not saying they're not beautiful, but just but the way they dress,
like heads will turn, type of thing. I think that was what my mom. So obviously in Nigeria as well, colorism was a big thing.
Exactly.
So like I had a light skinned best friend, so she used to get attention because she was lighter than me. So maybe that's where that complex kind of came from. But my mom now said, if you just work on the fashion, and I think that's where
this was in Nigeria.
This was in Nigeria.
Do you think that the colorism thing is a thing of the past or it still lingers?
I think it definitely still lingers.
It still lingers, but I think we appreciate the dark skin and the brown skin and the caramel beauty more.
We do.
Because I know all about that, but like I've always been like in between, so it's like I don't really know how it feels. Yeah. But my sister's chocolate skin, but her skin is amazing. Like I love her skin. Like I used to say that I want to be dark skinned. Yeah. Like I want to be darker. Like and I would actually let myself get dark in the sun because I just thought that dark skinned women are glowing. And then most dark skinned women when they get blemishes, it does not show like that.
Yeah, and they don't need makeup as much.
They don't need makeup as much. So I see dark skin as beautiful anyway. Yeah. So, but it's amazing that your mom really like she put that in you that fashion get yourself
but then
comfortable
when it came to like things like beauty maybe my mom wasn't so open for me to explore that.
Why was that? More so like the Christian
thing. I think it's she didn't want me to be too fast, like they say in America.
My mom the same thing as well, but I was kind of a rebel, so she couldn't control me. I was doing my nails from 14. And she was just like, no, and I was in
maybe
choir
it was
as well.
Maybe it's a natural thing from the inside as well. Of course, like your mom nurtured you a certain way to have like to prim and proper, but I feel like you also seem to have like a natural.
It goes all the way back to like the first nursery that you go to in primary school, not nursery as a baby. Yeah, that nursery in primary school.
The one before primary one.
Before primary one, yeah. I remember till today.
Oh, year one. I said primary one.
Primary one. But I remember I went to that nursery and my dad picked me up that day. I remember just crying, saying that, I want to wear these shoes. And they were like mules, green mules, and they had platform heels. It was heels to nursery. And I said to my dad that we're allowed. And my dad used to just listen to anything I said. So he just said, okay, you can wear it. Let's go. Yeah. Did I not fall down and slam my face because I'm running in the mules in nursery? Then the teacher said, I'm so sorry, sir. She's not allowed to wear these. And he was like, I told her, but she said that she's allowed. So I've always been this glamorous person. Like my teachers used to call me a glamour puss. Like Oyibo teachers, they're like, oh, you're such a glamour puss. Secondary school, same thing. All my jewelry, lashes, hair would always get confiscated from the door. The teachers have seen me that I'm wearing some big earrings, probably something like this. Wow. And but like those old school Diamante vibes. Those stuff we get in the market. Yeah. All confiscated, man. So I've always been into fashion. Even in secondary school, I remember there was a time that all of our skirts were short. Right. And I said, my mom doesn't like this. The teachers tell us off and we're all pulling it down. Then I said to my best friend at the time in secondary school, I said to her, should we just get like high-waisted skirts that are long? And we made it a trend. And then our teachers were so impressed with us. They were so happy because our skirts were literally underneath our knee. But it was under our bust. But so we were still looking feminine, but we were covered. And then our blazers on top. So like, fashion's always been a thing for me. I love it. Like, I just like looking nice. So I know that it's something it's been embedded from birth. Like, it's me.
I always say that I can't wait to like fully be able to like afford my style.
Me too. I can't afford my style.
You know, like you have something, an image in your head. Of course, your hair and your popping and everything, but you have an image in your head of like,
you see, if let's do like between 1 to 10.
Yeah.
I'm still at like 2. Hey, I can't afford.
You're already at some people's 10, you know.
When I make them, because it's not when I make it.
Amen.
The way that I don't even want to talk too much, but I can't afford just yet the way that I want to look. But for now, I'm happy where I am. I'll do what I can with what I got.
With what you've got.
So yeah. But the ideas, the fashion, the style that I have in my head. But this is where like modeling and stuff comes into play. Like, I really enjoy trying on clothes. So when I do like try on hauls, or I do like fashion shoots with different brands, it gives me the chance to wear things that I would not buy and keep. Like, I would just want to try it on. Then I get styled. I get put in expensive jewelry, shoes, bags. It's lovely. So it's like dress up as a girl.
So you guys let us know what you think as well in the comments. Do you feel like young black girls get afforded the luxury of, you know, exploring their femininity, finding out who they are as a woman, and really just stepping into their beauty, fashion, style, all that great stuff? Let us know in the comment section down below. Thank you for that. So in the next segment now is called BestIn.
BestIn.
BestIn. So this is where we discuss or just share our favorite things from the week. For example, like best in series or best in fashion, best in movies, best in life, whatever it is that's like you've just loved this last week. Yeah.
It's a shame because I haven't really been on like watching things, but okay, I wanna say an artist that's really been killing it in fashion recently.
Okay, best in fashion.
This past week or so for me has been Tiwa Savage. She's been killing looks back to back, from hair, nails.
I haven't seen it, you know.
She's dressing so like current. Like, she looked older when she was younger.
That's interesting.
Now
that's
she's looking younger. She's literally aging backwards. She looks amazing. Like, her body's amazing. She looks amazing. She even just dropped like a new song. Like, I heard the snippet as I was coming here. Like, I think she looks amazing.
That's like when you're coming into your own, isn't it? Like,
I think she finally has come into her own. So that's for me, best in fashion and like style this week. In music, I'm gonna be biased. Okay. I love Shallipopi. He dropped a few like snippets.
So wait, which one is the song that they do the dun dun dun?
Which
song is that?
It's actually, I don't think it's actually his song.
Because I was looking through all his songs.
No, it's not his, it's just the sound that he took. Yeah. So
this one that I was looking all over, like, where is this?
In between,
Also, he just owns the dance.
Yes, it's his dance.
Right.
And then he just did his voice over the song, but it's not actually his song.
Right.
I don't think so.
There's been debates around who has the better run out of him and Ashake. Remember Ashake of 2021 or what was it? Or 2022? You see,
one person that I've been talking to about music, he said to me, Ashake, you know, go last. And I was just like, why would you say that?
Really?
Yeah, he's like, you know, go last. Like, he's like he's the person I was speaking to said that he's more of like a hit maker. Right. So he's going to make a lot of hits, but longevity, he don't think that it will go that far.
I think he's very talented.
He's very talented. No, don't get it twisted. He's so talented. And you know, he came from the Celestial Church. Yeah. So the musical side of it is inside him. Do you get it? So he's very skilled. And I like his music because when I hear the chorus and when I hear the like the backing singers, it sounds like gospel music. Yeah. Very choir, very chorus style. Like you can hear that he came from a church. So I do love his music. At the moment, he's had a good run, but maybe he's cooking up something. Yeah. But between the two of them, Ashake, Shallipopi, I like Shallipopi more. Okay. But Shallipopi's music, I don't know how long we're all gonna enjoy it for. Right. But I'm excited because I really love his music.
Afrobeats has really changed.
It has,
like over the last years.
And that's the thing about it. I think both of them will still carry on because people that don't even like Afrobeats like them.
Yeah, I really love what Olamide did with, I don't know who's behind Shallipopi, but I love what Olamide did with Asake.
Yeah,
in a sense of he's done his thing.
I think Shallipopi is independent.
It's independent, so he doesn't really have any like big giant behind him. That's interesting. Because with Asake, obviously Olamide has done his thing over the last.
Yeah, he helped to write a lot of music.
Legend.
By the way. Yeah,
and then he moved on into like pouring into the next generation. I believe at some point he was even with Godfather.
They call him the Godfather, so he has to actually bring up the young people,
and that suits him as well. That kind of character.
Yeah, he's good.
What's my best in? Oh, best in. It's interesting because we have an Igbo lady on set today. I watched this Igbo movie. Afamefuna. I watched half of it. Yeah, you did. I know because Igbo people say Afam, right?
Afam, yeah, but you said it perfectly.
Afamefuna.
I watched part of it, but I couldn't. I was so tired because I was working night, so I had to just sleep. But the beginning of it, I'll try and watch the rest of it.
So good, so good.
Yeah.
When I first started watching it, I was like, oh wait, they're speaking English, and then I heard that they were speaking Igbo.
But the subtitles are great.
Yeah, there's subtitles, but you have to pay attention.
So I like when it's like that because for me, when I was watching Anikolapo, is that how you say it? Anikolapo.
Oh, you said the
I know the Yoruba sounds are very very strong.
No, because some Yoruba people can't say the properly. Yeah.
So I watched that movie and I first watched it in English, and then someone said to me, "No, watch it in Yoruba and put the subtitles. That it has more meaning." So when I did, I kind of understood it. So I think it's good sometimes to watch it in the language because we watch Korean stuff in their language.
I watch it with the dubbed.
Oh, I hate the voices that come over.
People always tell me like I'm not a real K-drama fan because I watch it with the dubbed.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's because of the way I watch movies. Yeah. I don't sit down. Into it. So like if I'm cooking, I'll put a movie on. Yeah. If I'm doing some admin work, I'll put a movie on. So I don't want to pay like all
too much attention.
Yeah. Okay. I think I learned that from Nollywood. Like
Nollywood, you just put it on to let time go by. Yeah,
definitely. You can't even miss a few scenes.
Exactly.
And it will still make sense.
She died. The husband left. Like you don't even know what happened.
So best in Nollywood, best in movies, Afamefuna on Netflix. Definitely check it out.
Talking about Nollywood, did you see that new movie that's coming out?
Is it the Tiwa Savage one?
No, that's going to come out too in May. But there's like I can't remember the name. I'm so embarrassed. There's a phenomenal movie coming out, and it has like musical part of it as well. And it was filmed all in Nigeria. I'll send it to you.
Is it the one that's produced by the lady that did King of Boys?
I think. No, it was produced by the lady that posted it. It was her husband that produced it. But anyway, let me not ramble on. But
if I find it,
the trailer alone, goosebumps.
I feel like Kemi Adetikpa, right? Adetikpa.
Yes.
Yeah. She's the one that did King of Boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
That movie, when it comes out,
I've seen
it's gonna obviously go to a box office, Netflix, all of that. 10. The footage alone,
they tried.
The music that they
they really tried.
Nigeria, they tried.
We are talented.
We are the trailblazers for music. We're the trailblazers for the acting world. And we're also the trailblazers for fashion. I'm sorry. Yeah. Everybody copies us, whether they like it or not.
Last.
No, they carry last.
Nigeria, they carry last. You're brave enough to say some of the things that I won't say because I don't want to start a war.
Oh, they should come for me. They already know that I'm whether you like it or not, I'm black. Everything is black and white. Ho-ha. Whether you like it, that's just my opinion. Like, I obviously love and respect other continents, other countries, sorry. But... yeah, sorry, Nigeria for me.
I mean, it's not a bad thing to be of inspiration to others.
It's amazing.
And people I have no problem admitting when a culture inspires me. Like my previous guest, we were talking about jollof rice, and I was saying I like Ghanaian jollof rice.
So my best friend is from Ghana.
More than Nigerian.
My best friend's from Ghana. Yeah. Me, I eat wache. I eat banku. And she cooks amazing. So I enjoy. I even spoke to my sister on the way here. I was like, I really sometimes just want Ghanaian stew. Like, I just don't want Nigerian stew. Like,
and peanut soup.
Have a different
vibe. If only I could make it.
Their jollof has this aroma to it, down to the rice that they use. I've actually stolen some of their the way they cook their tomato base for their jollof for my Nigerian jollof. I never used to use garlic and ginger and
they're very big
some other ingredients in it, but I know I add it because it gives a different taste.
Yeah, it does. It's flavorful.
You know that I love cooking. So.
Yes, I do. We're going to get into that. Don't worry, girl. Okay, so we're going to go into Deeper with Mo now, where we're going to get to know our guest a little bit more.
Okay.
Her journey, thus far. So Seiko, first of all, I want you to talk to us about your journey as a creative.
Okay.
And we're throwing it all the way back to
Do you know
Beauty
the
by
fact that
Seiko
you call me
days.
Seiko is
Yes,
just
I
like
Gabriella.
Oh my God, I know, but it's
I feel
just
like Seiko is like your online name.
Yeah. But like some people still don't know about that side. Like there were people that came way after because I did like a rebrand. So
interesting.
Yeah. So
we're gonna throw it all the way back first.
Hey.
To Beauty by Seiko days, because those of you that's where I discovered you.
Right.
It was you were always posting those pictures on Facebook. You had the massive lashes. You had the.
I used to work for Urban Decay. Yeah. So they told me to promote the stuff. So I was like,
okay. Yeah. So talk to me about your journey.
Okay.
From then and now.
And now.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's break it down.
Yeah.
I was 15 and like my mom was just such a hardworking woman, so I always grew up watching hardworking women. And my dad is like a go-getter, a boss, like very. Like, so I've just seen hustlers in my family. So I was 15. I'm like, am I not old enough to get a job? Like, they were giving me money, but my mindset was that I want more. Like, it's not enough for me.
Right.
So, like, I said to my mom, I want to get a job. I was trying to get a job. Yeah. She said, why don't, all this your makeup that you're doing, why don't you
your hair,
do it for people?
Other side, there's like a
kink.
Yeah.
This way?
Yeah, I think that's better. But now you've pulled out something.
Oh.
Sorry.
Thank you. So my mom was like, why don't you, this makeup that you're always doing, why can't you do it for people? Because I started doing it for people, I was 15. Then she bought me like a makeup train like trunk case. And then I just got a couple of bits from like the hair shop, Sleek. You remember Sleek palette?
Yes, of course.
Sleek eyeshadow palette, Sleek contour palette. Yeah. I started doing makeup that summer for people's prom. Why was I charging £5?
Oh, wow.
£5 for makeup. Then from £5, word of mouth got around. I said, it's now 15. I said, it's now 25. It's now 60. It's now 80. It's now 100. Like, that's how I built up my brand. And I faked it till I made it because I was not the best, but I was the only one. Like, and even the biggest makeup artists today, they will still say that I was the blueprint, the OG, the first person that actually started doing makeup, especially in our area, because it's Dagenham, East London, like who was doing makeup at 15 years old? 15, you're still in secondary school, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and you're going into college.
Just about to do, yeah.
When I then turned 16, I was in college, did college a bit, and I said to my teachers that, like, I really don't want to do, like, I don't want to be here. I used to tell them, I don't want to be here, like, I don't like this. But obviously, I couldn't drop out of college. African parents, there's no way. And then I just waited till I turned, like, 18, and I was with my friend Sephora, and she was like, we were in Romford, and she was like, just give them your CV. And I was just like, oh, no. And I was, like, walking in there with some big-ass eyebrows, because you couldn't tell me anything about my makeup that time. My mom, even one time, she just wiped the brows like this. She said, it's too much. Like, but at the same time, she also supported my whole, like, dreams. So I gave them my CV. Why did they call me the next day? They're like, yeah, come in for a trial. Yeah. Like play. I started working for Urban Decay. Right. And I was 18. I was going to college. I was the only black girl on the counter. Yeah. And Urban Decay wasn't that big then. But they started providing makeup and skin foundations and stuff for our skin tone. So they were really happy. Even head office heard about me. They were like really happy. And I used to go to all the regional meetings, like all the fun stuff. They would tell me to go. Like, it was a great experience. So alongside that, I was also running Beauty by Seiko. So where did the Beauty by Seiko name come from? That summer, I used to watch a show called Baldwin Hills, and there was a girl called Seiko on it. And I just thought, this girl, I just love her. I love her looks. I love her vibes. Like, she wasn't really like out, like, crazy fashion or something, but she was just so beautiful. And then when I went to go and find out what Seiko meant, I was just like, I love this name. Like, and I was like, right, so Beauty by Seiko. And I was like, it just somehow it just stuck. And even watching YouTube and stuff, I used to watch this lady called Nitra B. I don't know if you know her.
I know Nitra.
Yeah, Anitra. And she's like my makeup mom because I used to copy all her
Is she
makeup.
Caribbean? Is it that lady?
No, I think she's African American.
Okay.
But she must be mixed with something.
I'm thinking of one Caribbean lady. There was one Caribbean lady.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. The bright colours. I know who you're talking about. I can't remember her name. She was part of the people I used to watch as well. But I used to copy Nitra's makeup and I'm like, right, this is how she does it. This is how she carves her eyeshadow. Just learning. Nobody taught me how to do makeup. I was self-taught. So as I was going on and on, I left Urban Decay and then I just said, I'm going to do this by myself. And I built out my kit. I would do bridal. I would do birthdays. I would do the aunties, the girls, everybody. Like, it was making a lot of money. Like, I was actually making a lot of money and I enjoyed it. But the only thing was that I started to get really tired, like, of the lagging my suitcase and my stuff around, the traveling.
If you're not driving as well.
You're not driving, exactly. The the time as well. Like, if someone has a wedding, you got to be there like 5 a.m. At crack of dawn. People can be rude to you. People don't care about your feelings. Makeup as well. They want it at the cheapest price. They want to down talk your makeup pricing. And I did what I could do for as long as I did it for. And I kind of migrated into like YouTube, doing videos on YouTube. I was like, oh, whatever, I don't really like it. And I had a good run from 15 to 25, 10 years in makeup industry. And I just had to let it go because I wasn't doing well academically because I just didn't care about like school and stuff. And that was literally the journey of Beauty by Seiko. Wow. But it was really fun. I enjoyed it. And people were like, oh, would you ever pick it up again? I'm like, yeah, I would. But I'd rather do like teaching or like I'd have my own beauty studio and then have MUAs in there and like get them to kind of do makeup in my style. But that was literally my journey with makeup. It was really fun. It took me so far. Like, I even went to Ibiza when I was 18 and I put it on Twitter that, oh my God, I got my first booking in Ibiza. Wow. Everybody went mad. Like, remember how the TL used to run? Yeah. Everyone's like, oh my God, congratulations. This is so cool.
We used to be a country.
We were a country. Like, that Twitter was something. It was something.
We used to be a community.
We were all together and everyone was proud of me and it was really fun. And I had good moments, I had bad moments, like, because I started doing like the highlighting and stuff and people weren't ready for that. Yeah. And I even got backlash one time. Someone's mum, I did her makeup and then they loved it for the party. But when the pictures came out, like that I took, it was very bright because Benai just came out and I didn't know how to like bronze and get...
Benai!
And then she then hated it because she saw the comments of what people were saying. So I'm like, but you liked it on the day. Before. But all the same, we're still family friends till today. But like I went through different stages of the makeup and then it is what it is. So that was the journey of Beauty by Seiko. I had my own lash line, invested so much money in it.
You should continue that,
Didn't make much back. Do you know what? I will, but I want to do things really proper. Like, if I do it, I'm going to have a whole line, everything. Yeah. But now I'm, like, moving forward into, like, health and beauty. Got you. So, like, I want beauty from within. So, like, your IV drips, like your injections. And I'm training to be a nurse. I passed my first year in nursing.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So, by the time I get my PIN, I plan to go into that field. I won't say too much, but I want to be registered. I don't want to just start doing those things without the qualifications. But beauty from within, and then we take it from there. But all things beauty, that's my thing. But that's pretty much a journey of Beauty by Seiko. But
I love it.
I changed my branding because I felt like there were some bad memories and connotations with my name.
Really?
Yeah, due to some, it wasn't even anything I did.
I think I know what you're talking
about.
Yeah,
and I'm really tired of keep going on about it, but I feel like people feel like I don't say it because like, oh, I'm so sad about it. I don't give a damn. Like, I don't care. I'm saying it because I'm over it. Do you know what I mean? But like even now, if I go into Twitter and I hashtag Beauty by Seiko, you can still see some of the evil comments that people
that's the thing about those Twitter. Times. There was that community, but then if you were dragged,
the corn community would take you to hell and back.
Because we call it dragged now.
It's corn. You got corned. Oh my God, she got corned on the TL. Do you remember? You just have to log out for that week. Forget. Log out. Finish.
Don't bother.
Don't try have to notifications.
Hey.
Yeah, you must log out that week. So I said I need to rebrand. Like,
wow.
And that time too, the world wasn't ready for plus size. They were not ready. Like, I remember there were some guys called the Block Stars. I'm going to put them on blast right now. Ooh. The Block Stars. They were from like Croydon. Those lot, they dragged me through hell and back. Like,
they had a brand?
Yeah, like they were like these guys from Croydon or like from those pearly sides. You know, Croydon's another city. It's not even London for me. But they were so popular. I don't want to say their names. I don't know who they are. They're probably some old uncles now. They were older than all of us. And I used to be so confident. I used to show my breast a lot. And I had really big boobs.
And I loved that about
Yeah, like
you.
I just thought that I was just so sexy. Like I didn't care. And they used to say horrible things, like call me a whale, say that I'm so fat, say that I'm obese, that I'm unhealthy. Like they would quote tweet and laugh, and like it was crazy. So they weren't ready for the plus size community at all. They didn't accept bigger girls or fat girls. And yeah, like I was just like, yeah, I just need to rebrand, come back as something else. There were also issues with certain online personalities. I'm not going to say their names, but I used to do personal shopping. When I did personal shopping, I had a problem with one of my clients. In the end, it was resolved. Her money wasn't spent. Her item wasn't dispatched by Louis Vuitton. In the end, I didn't even withdraw her money. So I just like made the payment go back through Western Union. I told them to reverse it, give her money back, and then I gave her her balance. People got involved.
I didn't even
People
know
got involved that didn't need to get involved. Posted my mum's home address on social media. The person, I've let it go. We've made peace because of God. I don't like keeping malice, but it was very bad. I was told that my mother should have swallowed me. I was told that just so many horrible things. And the people that got involved at the time, I didn't understand why they were getting involved. Like, my business is with my customer. When it was great and I was doing all your shopping up and down and shipping things to your country, you were happy. But when the bag that you wanted wasn't in stock and it was in stock and it was going in and out, and you made it into a big deal, and you asked somebody to basically attack me on social media, making lies about me. Lies, saying that I do runs in Nigeria. In Nigeria, me, Mua, me. Gabriella, do you know the home that I come from? Like, it's just crazy. Not that doing runs, if you do it, make sure you do it well. I know what you're doing, but I don't like, I'm not gonna glorify that. So making up lies about me and also threatening me, and I just had to let it go. And because of God, and I'm a child of God, I let it be. And me and that person, I don't have a problem with the person today, but that's fine. And I wish them the best. And we actually don't have an issue, but I went through so much with that BeautyBySeiko name.
I understand.
I was dragged, so I then rebranded, and I didn't want to let go of Seiko, so I rebranded and I named myself Seikella, which is Seiko and Gabriella combined. So when I have a daughter, I'm going to call her that, whether the dad likes it or not. But yeah, I rebranded to Seikella's World because I decided that I don't want it to just be beauty. I want it to be everything: travel, fashion, weight loss, cooking, lifestyle, mental health, everything all wrapped in one. So it's Seikella's World. And I know some people have problems pronouncing it. I'm actually dyslexic, so when I go back in time, I realized that SEI isn't say. It's actually C.
Really?
In phonics, you can say, but people always say, oh, Seikella. They can't pronounce it well. But just for today, guys,
maybe because I have the understanding of where it's come from.
They don't know that. So it's actually Seikella, like say and Kella in the name. So I created the name. You can't find it anywhere.
I'm done.
I should actually, what's that thing?
Copyright. No, it's not copyright. No? Trademark.
Trademark it, yeah. So yeah, Seikella's World, and that's the rebrand. So I'm proud of where I came from. I'm proud of where I am now, and I'm excited for where I'm going to.
Amen.
So yeah, that's pretty much my journey.
Well done.
It's been something. I've learned so much, and I just can't wait for when I have kids, how I'm gonna like school them. I'm gonna be like, listen, you don't know a thing.
Yeah.
Where I've been.
If only we could be as, you know, in retrospect, thinking about all the times I would be rude to my mom. Or
my
like
mom,
I would be arguing with her.
Now my mom's like my best friend. I
Do
tell
you
her
get what I
everything.
mean?
Once I have an inconvenience, mom, I will snitch on everybody. Yeah, she'll like, oh, yeah, come to the house, let's sit down. We'll put our heads together and we'll find a way, don't worry. You know, even going back to do my masters, it's my mom. She was like, this your undergrad, you know, it's not, it's not entering, like something's not happening. You need to get this nursing degree, whether you want to stay in London or go to Yankee or go anywhere. Like
you can take it
anywhere. You can take it. And then she was like, even your beauty stuff, you could tour the whole of Nigeria, Africa, carry the beauty and the health stuff in one.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? She gave me ideas. So I was just like, right, let me do this. I'm not married. I haven't got kids. So I was like, let me do this in the last years of that freedom.
And your where you're flexible and everything.
And I don't know how, I really want to commend women that are married and have kids and go back to school. All I care about is myself, my uni, my work, and my business. That's so important for me. Like everything else comes after. And I really want to like tell young women to really like focus on yourself. Like even if you're in a relationship or you have someone that you know,
even when you're married,
you have to, because there's not going to be a time, like I watch like people around me, like it's all about their kids or all about their husband, and it's amazing.
It's very easy to get overwhelmed.
It's really overwhelming.
What's the word? To get wrapped up in the season of love and marriage and
exactly.
Being
it's beautiful mother. And I can't wait for it, and I'm excited for it, and I know that in God's timing, there's no rush, but like I really learned this year and last year that I have to invest in my future. Same way that my husband, he's somewhere investing in his future right now, or for our future. Me too, I have to. Like imagine anything can go wrong tomorrow. At least, okay, as the wife, as the mom, I have my degree, I have my business is flourishing. I put that work. I worked really hard in my 20s. I turned 30 in February. So
congratulations.
Thank you.
It was great, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. 30s. So like I feel like I worked really hard. So like now I'm still pushing, but it's like you worked hard, so chill. Like you've put in the effort. So
nice. Yeah, honestly, it's so easy for women to get caught up in like marriage and motherhood.
And let themselves go as well. I'm really scared of that. I don't want to turn into a mommy.
I know.
I can't wait to be a mom, but I actually just want to be a hot mom.
I hear you.
And I want to be fit.
I watched one movie, there was Nollywood as well, and she was saying something about, yes, you can be a wife, mother, whatever, but don't forget that you're a babe. First and foremost, you're a babe.
You actually can't forget that. So.
Yeah, and it's very easy, trust me. I know. When you get comfortable, like, you know, like, it's kind of like when you're content with life, like, who am I impressing, that kind of thing.
I got comfortable in a relationship. I actually did. And that's when it gets to, like, me adding more weight than my normal weight. Because I didn't... I
know they will feed you as well.
They're feeding me all. And I also, like, just felt like, oh, he met me when I was losing weight though. Yeah. But he knew me when I was bigger, Sha.
Yeah.
He just didn't see that, oh, she's fat. It's just a fine babe. Said this many times, it's just a fine babe. So like I just felt comfortable, and you know, with lockdown and stuff, we were all eating. I was cooking, I opened on Malicha's kitchen, and then I added so much weight. I just woke up one day, I was like, I'm 147 kg. Me that I worked so hard to get down to 110 kg. Just let myself go. Oh, honey.
Yeah, weight is not easy.
It's not easy.
Especially where, like, naturally you're, like, bigger. Like, I would say that's been my personal struggle. Like, if I look through, like, my baby pictures or, like, when I was a teenager, my weight has always been, like, up and down, up and down. I feel like I finally got to a place where, like, now I understand nutrition a lot better.
Yes.
I understand fitness a lot better. Exactly. But I feel like recently I've been struggling with my weight again.
It's with our age as well, the age thing. As you get older, my mom always said it, she was like, you have to do something, because as you get older, it's harder to shift the weight. It just becomes more difficult. Our hormones have changed. We're coming into our woman body now. We're not
grown woman body, my sisters call it.
Grown woman body. So it is harder, but I don't see it as an excuse, because I actually follow some ladies online. They're like in their 40s.
Exactly, and if they can do it,
amazing.
So that's where I'm trying to get to now. I would say that, okay, now I've mastered my teenage body, I've mastered my young adult body. Now I need to master my grown woman body, to figure out what works for it, what doesn't work for it, and how I can get that snatched look again.
Exactly.
It's my midriff for me. Like, it's just...
the stomach area.
It's the stomach. And, you know, it never used to be an issue. Normally, I gain weight in my thighs and my bum.
I love. You love the hips and the thighs and the bum. Like.
Well, recently, I'm like, what's going on?
It all changes with age. Well, we have to accept certain changes.
It's true.
Unless you want to, you know.
It's true. I have a note. I have a note in my phone now. Dresses, types of dresses that flatter the tummy area.
Yeah.
So when I'm shopping, I have that consciousness
in your mind. What to go for,
what
definitely.
to not. You know, just because it's in your size doesn't mean you should wear it.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, everyone has their own levels of confidence. I would say for my level of confidence, I can't wear just anything.
Yeah, I definitely wear what suits me.
Yeah.
And what flatters me. I don't.
It's the flattering.
I don't bother. Like I love 2 pieces, but sometimes it won't work for me. Like so, maybe not now. Maybe in a few years' time, or when I've lost a bit more weight, I might.
Are you sure 2 pieces?
Like when I say 2 pieces, I mean when there's a like flesh, like
do you
skin
know what it is?
showing
I
in the
feel like
area.
bigger women look good in crop tops. You know.
Really?
Yeah. So long as you got the high waist.
Yeah.
Like I said, my
waist.
tummy area has been an issue for me recently. But I find that when I do crop top and a high waist, it doesn't look that bad.
Doesn't look that bad.
No.
Yeah. No, it's not that bad.
I just can't do those skinny women where they do the whole stomach.
Yeah.
They open the whole
I know.
So you guys do that.
You guys do that, we'll do this. Yeah. I get what you mean.
So my next question for you, obviously to where you're comfortable, you don't have to.
Girl, I'm bearing it all. I don't care. Actually, everybody knows that I don't give a damn. If I don't want to say something,
Yeah, okay. So I want to ask you about your experience of love, heartbreak, relationships. Because I know that my audience, they love that. Whilst they love hearing about career, they love to hear about like women and their experiences in love.
Heartbreak, love, and all of that. The annoying ones first. So my experiences with heartbreak, like sometimes I feel like it's only me that love wants to kill sometimes, because I'm actually such a loving person. Like I was brought up on love. So unfortunately I've met some people, whether it's romantic or friendship, that like are just really not, like they just wasn't brought up in the same way. So like I'm pouring into them so much love and they're just not giving it back to me, and it's so painful because it's like, why? And the thing is, the person actually does love me or care for me, but they don't know how to communicate it. And it's like I've had to teach them and nurture them that this is how I like to be loved, this is my love language, and this is what I want. So in terms of heartbreak, like I think my first heartbreak was even like just going all the way back to like college. Like the guy that started liking me in college, I found out like it was kind of like a bet. Yeah. Like I don't know where he is now. Last I heard he was in jail. But yeah, it was like a bet to see if he could get me and stuff like that.
That is nasty.
And yeah, it was very, very horrible. You're a devil. So, so that was like the first heartbreak. And I was just like, yeah, I don't like guys. I don't want to talk to anyone. And then I kind of went to uni. And in uni, my sister already schooled me. By the time I got into first year, she was like, they will you. Sorry for the language. You put a bleep there. Yeah. They will do that to you. They will use you and they will dump you and be on to the next girl. So I had that in my head and I was like, I'm not going to uni to do ashawo, so let me just respect myself. So I saw a lot of my friends in uni doing that and I was just like, but my sister's already told us that we shouldn't do this. And she's even gone to the same uni as us. So she's like giving us a warning. So in uni, I didn't have a heartbreak from a uni boyfriend. I was actually doing big girl and I dated a guy that was 26 and I was like 19 or 20. But I've always been really mature. So yeah, I dated a guy and he took advantage of my age. Like I used to have a tongue piercing. I used to have like blonde hair. Like, you know how I used to be. Just everything was just wild.
Yeah.
He made me remove my tongue piercing, made me to take out, like do black hair. Like he just tried to dim my shine. And he broke my heart in terms of like him not allowing me to be who I was.
You wanted to be,
And I had to let go of that. Then another heartbreak, like I'm doing the significant ones. The other ones are just like whatever. And then the next heartbreak was like it was an ex-boyfriend that I was with for a while. And he had that, you know, that viral video that was going around, and that broke me. I can't lie to you.
Yeah.
It actually finished. It almost finished me. Like I actually wanted to go. Like I wanted to go because I just couldn't believe that somebody I thought was my person could do something like that to me. And then I'm the last to know. You've taken me on holiday, you know, like we're having a great time and I'm coming home and I'm finding this out. Like that was the ultimate heartbreak of my life, because he was my friend. He was actually my friend. And he was also part of like my brand. He pushed me so much. You know, we were both young and we're not even meant to date. I just think I helped him one time because I was in healthcare to look after a family member and I just ended up just being his girlfriend. But that really broke me because not just what he did or the nature of it, it was just like the trust gone.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, I said, how I go tell my Peking that, oh, your dad had this kind of video. Because those things don't go. Like, till today, people still kind of ask me sometimes. I'm like, oh, whatever. I even moved on to my current partner and someone told him about it. And he was like, obviously, because we had spoken about it, he was able to shut it down to whoever. But it's like, those things affected me to that extent. But I was really let down. But I've developed so much, I've forgiven and I've moved on and I'm just, you know, at a different place in my life. But that was the ultimate heartbreak of my life. Then moving forward, like into this adult age, there's been this and that that's happened, but it's not been heartbreak. It's been more so like disappointment or like you kind of let me down. So like I've built this resilience where I don't put my all into anything, like in terms of my heart, because I'm too loving. I'm too loving, and I just feel like not everybody sees why I'm a loving person. It's just how I was brought up. Yeah. So, like that was that heartbreak that I spoke about was like the main one. But I've also like in my 20s been on the bathroom floor crying over situations because I'm like, am I not in the same world as everyone? Like the way that I treat people, the way that I believe in people, I love people, I love the person that I'm with. Like why is it that like I give my all, I'm so kind or I'm so good to the person and I just get a slap in my face or people come to me and chat to me and say this and that. But I've now built this mechanism where I'm so sorry, you actually can't talk to me. And I know that people are saying that, oh, I think I'm nice, or I think I'm bougie, or because I've lost weight, this one, that one. No, I just don't want, I don't want to see finish. That's
that's the Nigerian way we describe it.
I don't want that. So like, I respect myself and I don't pry into people's business, and you also don't pry into my business because it's not your business. And however I want to live my life or whoever I date with, that's my business. So just keep it moving. And that's pretty much the heartbreak side of it. So we're okay now. Like everybody's okay. Like life is like that. I feel like heartbreak builds character as well. It shapes me. It's also made me be less naive. I was very naive and gullible to a lot of shit. So naive, like, guys, I'm so sorry for the
especially profanity. When you've been raised on love.
Yeah, like, so it was really hard for me to watch that. And so that was like the heartbreak side. In terms of love, I've been through waves. Like, I feel like I've had really good experiences in terms of like the men that I've been with or the men that I've dated. Like, as I've grown older, it's like I've seen that their style has changed. Like, it used to just be about having fun and going out. Then it turned into, where are your dreams? Where do you want to be in 5 years? What do you want to do? Like, okay, you need to do this. You need to pass this. You need to go for this. You need to put effort into this. Like, okay, I'm supporting you, that kind of thing. So the dynamic has changed. So, like, sometimes I feel like we're all, like, hopeless romantics. Like, we want it all to be lovey-dovey. But sometimes it's actually not about that.
It's not. Love, I mean, I always say that love is enough because, like, what love is in terms of love is patient, love is kind. Like the fullness of what love is, I feel like love is enough. But I also believe that there's some things that have to be in place for a relationship or a partnership to be successful. I have come to terms with that very recently. Like I used to be very like, oh, but I want you to do this. Obviously, don't get it wrong. Like everybody has their standards, everybody has their non-negotiable things, but at the end of the day, we all want to be with our partner, our husband, our wife, and be comfortable and bring children into this world that will be comfortable and be happy. I don't even want my kids to be comfortable. I want them to just be so blessed that they're happy that I'm their mother, that's their dad. So, because as a child, I got everything I wanted. So I can't imagine having a child and we're struggling or suffering. Beyond love and the requirements for a partnership to be successful, for me personally, there needs to be a foundation in God. Like, a relationship without God is like hell. And I know what I'm talking about. It's hell. Like, I'm not saying that you should be on the altar of God. You should be on the altar. You should put anything you love on that altar. And I mean that. And when I say altar, I mean just where you
speak to God. Like, but at the same time, a relationship without God it will go wrong because you're not putting God at the center. So yeah, like for me, God is a foundation of a positive relationship, marriage, and yeah. Also, besides God, finances, money, career.
She's an able girl, do you know they don't play.
But like, for instance, like me, it's all about the money. I'm sorry. I know that it sounds bad. Some of my friends will be like, oh, all you talk about is money. You just want money. Like, you just ask for money all the time. Like, I have worked on myself. Like, I can't help it. I make a lot of money myself. So why shouldn't I be with someone that is making even double, triple, quadruple? Like, my husband has to be a billionaire because I'm a billionaire wife and I'm a billionaire woman myself. So
I love that.
Yeah, so like that's just how I want things to be.
Yeah.
I speak everything into existence. I also have dreams a lot about that lifestyle, and it's not a dream. It's gonna happen. So finances is like the bedrock of any happy relationship, because I think if the money is there, a lot of problems go out the window.
They say love is sweet, so when money enter, love is sweeter.
So whether you like it or not.
Sometimes, I say to my friends, some of these debates that we have on Twitter, they are poor people debates.
Please, I'm not part of that.
Do you understand?
I'm not part of that demographic.
Some of these debates, all this, who cooks and cleans?
Please, I will. If my husband is.
Who does this? Who does that? It's because a lot of people don't have access.
It's a poverty mentality. Why can't we have a chef?
Thank you.
I said to my partner, I said to him, like, me, when I'm pregnant, I'm not going to do nothing. He said, we go get chef. What are you there?
Simple.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we don't need to think about those things.
Do you know what it is? I feel like I have this mentality as well because I grew up in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So, like, my family was middle class.
Yes.
I wouldn't say that we were, like, is it top earners? What do you call? Middle class, and then there's something else.
Oh, I don't know.
The elite or whatever.
Yeah.
We weren't like the elite, but we were very comfortable.
A lot of, God forgive me, but a lot of the elite, they were already engrossed and into money and stole money. So I don't really think it's fair, because I went to school with really rich kids. Like, my parents paid our school fees from pounds to naira. So obviously it's easier for us. But I went to school with people that were paying in naira for our school fees. So I feel like some of them obviously have grown up. Their parents worked very hard, built reputable businesses. But then there were also some that were politicians,
that were
dodgy, and you know, I feel like it wasn't really like the Nigerian system. It wasn't fair. Like, when I went to boarding school, that's when I said, this is how it is. This is crazy. And our school had some kids with scholarships, not from the richest homes. Then some from UK that were like, that were sent back, and then some like that were comfortable in Nigeria, and then some that were extremely stinking rich. So
I think when you grow up in those kinds of environment where like you're used to, for lack of a better, you're used to outsourcing.
Yes,
that is like, it's not weird. Like, I grew up like with my mom having a driver and a house cook, help,
a gate man,
that kind of thing.
There was someone that would look after you guys if she's not around.
So living in the UK and hearing people have some of these debates and
it's nonsense.
I'm
even
like,
you said with the outsourcing as well, like, it was a midterm break. Oh my God, these terms. It was a midterm break, and we went to go and do studies. I went to study with one of my friends. Why did I see our lecturer rock up in the house to give us expose of the exam? I said, hey, wait.
Expose?
Now, so the rich children.
That's what they do for you.
That's what they do for you. And it was the same test in the exam. Like, it was the same questions. But the funny thing is, those rich kids, they still didn't pass because they're used to paying their way for everything. Do you know what I mean? And that's when I knew that this country is not a country. It's quite corrupt. I love Nigeria, but that's when I knew, like, I used to have like really a naive perception of Nigeria. But then that's when I said, wow, you can pay for anything here.
You can pay for anything.
Anything.
Mad.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, so I think the more exposed you are, the less you have some of these debates.
That's why I don't debate. That's when people are talking about. I'm just like, see this one. Or on Instagram, when I see the shade room, the shade bar, they have all these things. I'm like, are we really talking about this today? Next. Like, guys, please. Like, is it really that deep?
I think it is because, like, majority of people in the UK or based on like how we've like migrated, like families have migrated, because like when we came here we became working class.
Exactly.
So I think there's like generally most black people, especially if you're like first gen and you're the first generation that's gone to school in this country, for example, you're usually used to like working class parents. So a lot of us debate from that perspective.
My perspective is like half and half, because like I grew up with like my like
that's what I mean.
Like going
like
to
growing
Nigeria
up in Nigeria, I already have that solid foundation of actually I don't need to stress myself.
Exactly. I used to just see how easy life was. Like
exactly.
I had to be in Nigeria a lot of my childhood because my dad has a hotel in Nigeria, so I had to be there. Like we'll go and visit dad, we'll see him, we'll spend Christmas, Easter, come back. So like I used to see how my life was in Nigeria. Like I really liked it. I was like, oh, this London one is a bit much. So when people would say things about gender roles, what women should do, I'm just like, please.
Oh, my dream life is I it doesn't mean I don't like cooking every now and again, but like it's a thing where like you want to live a life where you're as rested as possible, and
there's no reward for being the hardest cooker, the person that has sweat in the kitchen. There's no reward. From work,
you jumped in, you did this, you did, and we saw some of our moms do that in this country.
If you love doing it, why not? Like me, I came from a night shift this morning, and I made breakfast for me and my sister. Because I cook what I feel like eating. I don't like takeaways.
I hear you.
But I don't want to be forced. Like you must make a goosey soup right now. Like, excuse me. So although let me not rice and stew. Let me not even pretend though. This one could tarnish my brand as a bad girl. But if my man wants something to eat, I will make it that second. I will try. Even if it's not, even if it's not like exactly what he wants. I say, oh babe, I can't do it. I would. Do you know what I mean? So it is part of it, and I guess it's just down to the person. I wouldn't do it for every guy I had ever been with. No way. Some guys that I dated, they didn't even know that I could cook because I didn't want them to know, and I wanted to be a princess. But you know when you meet your person and you know you're just happy.
Obviously, like it's a labor of love as well.
It's a labor of love, and it's also not by. It's also nice when it's not by force and you're not like told you must. No, it's not. I think I've
just gotten to a stage where like I get really tired quickly.
I just want to sleep. I want to be in bed by 10.
Really tired quickly. Sometimes I only have energy for, you know, the workplace or whatever it may be. So like I want to live the lifestyle that my mom lived. Like when we develop.
I want to be a kept woman. I always say it. Like,
I don't want to be kept. Sorry. I mean, I want to, because to me, like, this is work.
This is work. It is.
So I still want to do this.
No, for instance, that's the thing. I see these things as work, but I'm enjoying it. So it doesn't stress me. Yeah. But when I say I want to be a taken care.
What's that word? To sit back and be taken care of or something?
as Mercy said, I want to be taken care of. I want to take care of. That's all. I don't, maybe not kept. That sounds a bit like old school. Like, I just want to be taken care of. Like, oh, babe, do you need this? Do you want this? If you want
to be a kept woman, there's nothing wrong with
that.
I just know that
I don't want the limitations
of that. In terms of outside of the
I'm
home.
A boss, babe. I don't want the limitations of that, so I'll take that back. But before you guys say that,
you want hybrid.
Yeah, hybrid, definitely.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about your weight loss journey now. Okay, we've talked about weight here and there already.
Yeah, like weight is just such a big factor with us, isn't it? So
you know what? I said to my friend one day, like, is being an adult woman just being on an endless diet?
Yeah. Even after weight loss, I'm still on mini diets here and there.
There's got to be more to life than this.
Unfortunately, the genes that I was given, where if you eat one burger, you will be fat.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how my family are tall and big. But it wasn't about people, what they were saying. It was more so like I actually started getting uncomfortable. Like, my clothes wasn't fitting anymore. I was moving into size 26. Like, I said, just message Clinic Hub. I said, guys, when can I come? They said, pay your deposit. We'll fit you in next month. Just went for it. I said, let me just change my life. This is my last try with weight loss. And lo and behold, 57 kg has gone and I'm just a different person. Yeah, soups are mainly greens. So they're very healthy. Sorry to say, I love Yoruba soup, Sha. Yeah. But you guys, your
the
soup,
oil.
Your soup is full of oil.
Yeah, the oil.
He spoke about the size of my nose. And I was just like, I never knew my nose was big. Like, I just thought this was a normal size African vibe. Like, I turned around, like, you know, like when we were young, we were quite feisty. And I was just like, Well, my dad said that I'm the most beautiful girl that has ever walked the face of the planet. I just had my hand on my hip because I was very sassy. And then my teacher was like this. She was so happy. And then he kept quiet after that day.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Welcome.
Where can we find you, your ads?
All my social media handles are Seikella's World.
Lovely.
YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat.
Yes.
The works.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you guys so much for tuning into today's episode. Make sure you tune into the rest of the episode on Spotify, as well as membership. If you're on the membership, you get to see the full video as well. Do make sure you like this episode if you liked it.
And subscribe.
Yes, share it with your friends. Comment below the things we spoke about and subscribe to this channel for more. Until next time, guys, peace and love. Peace and chunks. Bye.
Bye.
Well done. That was so good.
Amazing.
So let's just